whatever it is, and then having Christmas Day the next day. Like, you know, it's got some memories attached to it. So I think I'm going to have to say that. I love it so much. But there's so many good ones. I'm a bit of a sucker for a Christmas song, to be honest. As long as it's in the appropriate time, close enough to Christmas. Any time before that,
and not over the tannoy in Primark. That's the best way to kill a Christmas. I mean, it's been years since I've been in Primark, but I'm guessing it's not even the original versions they have in Primark. It's like some lounge music version, like about a tone lower because the singer can't hit it. Like,
oh dear.
Tone lower, about 20 BPM slower.
Yeah.
Just, oh god, yeah, you know them.
Oh man. Okay, so my favourite Christmas song. Have you ever heard of a young musician called Gary Glitter?
Oh man, yeah, he sort of sprung into the public consciousness. I seem to remember. Yeah. What was he famous for, Adam? Christmas wise, of course.
I'm sure he's famous for his Christmas classic, Another Rock and Roll Christmas, Another Christmas Rock and Roll. I said that purely as a joke, even though that is a good tune, and I have fond memories of listening to that as a kid.
On
the compilation CD when I was growing up, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was purely a joke. Not like Gary Glitter, just like his music.
Legal are starting to sweat here now, Adam. They need you to give a statement, okay?
Oh dear. No, my in all seriousness, my favourite Christmas song it's got to be White Christmas. It's like the original Christmas song. It's just incredibly well written. It's just a really pure song. Like, it's a jazz standard. It was like, you know, in fact, it was the first ever number one. I think it was the first. Yeah, when they started the charts, that was number one the first week, right? Yeah, it's just amazing, and it's always the Christmas song that sort of like falls under my fingers at the piano or at the guitar. Like, every time Christmas rolls around, that's just the first one that comes to mind. And I think it's there's lots of great versions of it. But I think, you know, the master, Mr. Bing Crosby, the original has to be my favourite. You know.
Yeah, man.
Excellent.
Good choice, dude. Good choice. Very classic, very traditional. I like it.
Indeed.
Yeah, thanks.
And I suppose it isn't tainted by a paedophile like your previous choice of song, you know. So
yeah, exactly.
It dug you out of a hole quite nicely there. Very good.
It's always a bonus. It's always a bonus.
Gavel down.
Oh dear.
Okay, so Eric,
got more questions about that or not? Sorry.
Sorry. What?
You want any more? Is it just the one Christmas question?
It's just the one Christmas. Well, oh my lord!
It sounded like you had a whole like.
Yeah. I was going to ask some more. I was about to ask one.
Oh, sorry. Carry on. We'll cut this out.
If this one could be slightly less, slightly less saucy, you know, that would be good. It is Christmas special, but.
So football.
No.
I was going to say, Eric. Obviously, I won't say what sort of line of work you're in, but you're sort of an office-based profession, aren't you? Like,
I am.
So I heard on the radio the other day that that I think it was like at least 3/4 of works aren't even having any sort of Christmas party, not even a Zoom party, or, you know, let alone a proper office party for Christmas. So yeah, a couple of things. Are you having an office party? Did you have one last year? Any funny stories? What's the, you know, do you have to dress up? Because obviously we're musicians, so we don't do that sort of, you know, we've not got opportunity to do that sort of thing. But I'm just sort of imagining some hilarious David Brent-esque stuff that you can give us here, mate.
Oh, dear.
And may I just interject here? If you are having one, will you hire our band?
Yes, please.
We're free as a bird.
No, we're not free. We're available. First rule of business.
Don't worry, I won't pay you in cold sandwiches and then delay your set because of the footballs being still on or something like that. I am an office dwelling guy in a 9 to 5. But yes, a lot of places aren't having an office party because it is quite a big piece of expenditure. And obviously, this year, because of all the
tax-deductible, though.
Well, this is it, yeah. I think it's still quite a big outlay because a lot of companies, when they make their money, they may not make as much money in the run-up to Christmas because it's a short month. So it's a big wad of cash to be handing out. But yeah, we're certainly not having one. And because of COVID, we can't even really sort of have drinks like in the staff room or anything like that. So it's just a case of, well, save the funds till next year. We did have a very good Christmas party last year. It was hosted by my good self. I did all the organising of it.
Very modest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. It was probably the best Christmas party ever. It was probably the best one since the original Christmas party. I probably will wager that 2,000 years ago.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, Bing Crosby.
Jesus' birth. That's good.
This is it. I mean, I'm not falling into the Beatles trap. I'm not saying that I'm bigger than Jesus, but I'm certainly saying I'm bigger than cheeses. So.
You're at least equal to.
That's it. I'll come in a second. That's fine. But yeah, office parties are the goldmine of David Brent sort of comedy antics. It's the goldmine of embarrassing next day. Did you hear what so-and-so did? Or did you hear what so-and-so said? It's the classic thing to any office rookie or anyone who's maybe changed jobs and they're now going into a job where they might have an office party. Stay 1 pint behind the drunkest person in the room and don't be allowed drunk.
Yeah.
Because you believe me, a lot of office parties, everyone always says, "Oh yeah, we'll have lots of pre-drinks really early." And you've got to think, you're caning the pre-drinks at about 5 o'clock, and you had lunch 4 hours ago. You're on a fairly empty stomach. So even though you've got a 3-course meal ahead of you, you are in the danger zone with Mr. Kenny Loggins behind the wheel. So I've seen it go bad quickly to people throwing up on the table halfway through the main meal. That was a good one. People collapsing. People coming into the office Christmas party in a licensed venue with bags of jangling alcohol, like bottles from the shop, and the manager behind the bar just looking over and being like, "No, come on, that's bang out of order." And obviously, with any sort of good office party, you have the entertainment that goes with. Now, some people it's just a bit of a disco. Last year we had karaoke.
Nice.
Now, some of your eagle-eared listeners may say that may recall hearing that in one of your previous episodes you mentioned someone who rapped the 7-minute version of Rapper's Delight at a Christmas party. Now, I'm not saying that I am up there with Grandmaster Flash or any of the other Sugar Hill Gang, the originals. But I did a banging rendition to say I was about a bottle of Prosecco down. I think I only fluffed one line, but, I held it together. I was an OG.
Wow. Nice. Well done.
And it's a long song. You get about 4 minutes in and you realise you've still got another... Yeah, it's the whole... No,
I'm
original...
surprised that you got 4 minutes in before realising it was a long song.
I mean, it's one of those songs, they broke it down into 2 mixes. The first one is the 7-minute one, which is the one that you probably always hear on the telly. There's the second mix, which is essentially the second 7 minutes, which you probably won't hear. But they did it in one take.
No way.
Yeah, the original Sugar Hill Gang did that song in one take.
Wow, great.
Proper
hip-hop.
Yeah, they did it, without a doubt, old school players.
I think Eminem just did... He sung one line at a time, didn't he? Because he was so, his delivery and his attack is so aggressive and requires so much breath and force that I think it was like a line a time, basically, so that he could build up to it and get it so aggressive. Yeah. Definitely not what the Sugar Hill Gang did.
No. So that was a long song, but I nailed it. And then after that, we had the classic sort of the drunken, let it go, all I want for Christmas is you, screeching into the microphone. So I called it a night then.
Oops upside your head. Everyone on the floor in a big rowing position.
Oh man, yeah. It's all your classic sort of family wedding. birthday party drunken gold rolled into one with the embarrassing. That's it.
Push on apple shake there, tree.
Oh man,
Superman! Did you have your tie around your head as well?
I didn't have my tie around my head. No, we were in the office for next day. We had
terrible timing.
This was the thing. With all this sort of outrageous antics, you've got to have a decision. Do you do it on a Thursday to curb drinking? Or do you do it on Friday and let the dogs of war slip? We chose to do it on a Thursday and nonetheless let the dogs of war slip.
You can't stop people. It won't happen. Just let them do it and then let them destroy themselves on their own time on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. We just had the committed ones there, the real OGs again. So it's good. But yeah, office parties, drink at your own danger, at your own peril.
Nice. Yeah. You sounded very Gareth Keenan there at the start. Yeah. always drink 1 pint less than the drunkest person there.
That's. I could be one of those sort of like dodgy 70s public service films, sort of like Pathé News. Are you getting pissed at the office party? Well, here's a tip for you, old chap. Don't get so good you'll fall over on the way out. There we go.
Fantastic. Nice. So, lads, how's the Christmas shopping going? Have you started? Have you finished? What's the score?
Not started, mate. Not started.
Nice. I bet you're a BP garage Christmas Eve sort of bloke, aren't you, Greg?
I'm a forget to buy mum a present bloke every now and again. Only once, I swear. But no, God, I have left it to the last minute a lot of times. But I'm getting better now. My family have adopted this awesome thing of Secret Santa, though. In recent years.
Good shout.
Which just one person a year. It's the dream, because there was no kids. There's now a young kid, so I guess we have to care about Christmas again. But for years there were no small children, so no one really cared about the presents. It was just a case of getting together, getting drunk, and having a good time. So it was so good. Now we'll probably go back to buying loads of presents for people. But not started. I'm probably going to, as much as I'd like to buy local, I'm probably going to end up buying everything on Amazon and just getting it delivered.
Not even wrapping it, just putting in their address as well.
Putting their address in and letting Amazon wrap it for me,
Yeah, nice.
Jeff Bezos rubs his hands with glee for another year.
Oh, God. I feel terrible. Not really. But no, so that's me. I'm a bit of a state, though, so my partner's already organised with everything. So, she's sorted. It's just me that's got to sort it now.
Has she got a whole Christmas present room? Christmas present closet or something?
Yeah, I think the room I'm in right now, so I might be able to sneak a peek and see what I've got.
Nice.
Oh dear, what about you, Adam? Are you
I'm sort of half and half. I've got a few bits, not got it all. Yeah, still I'm about halfway there. Yeah. What have I done? Yeah, a couple of things online, but not from Amazon, from direct from the people, and then a few things from local. That's about it. But I've already got my Christmas present. I'm a winner this year. Got it.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Got a brand new coffee grinder.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my big gift this year. Because life is too short to drink crap coffee, so I've got a brand new grinder. It's worth more than the actual machine now, so it's it's wildly out of proportion to the rest of the chain. But so much fun, and it's one of these things that you can get use out of every day. So I don't feel bad about using it before Christmas because it's I've got a Christmas present 3 times a day, basically, when I drink coffee.
Nice.
Great.
Very good.
Nice. And Eric, you've been sort of local North Wales, right?
Yeah. We've been hitting it up in old North Wales. We had a weekend last weekend where we said, right, because of travel restrictions, because we don't know when we're going to be seeing people, we've got to be organised with it this year. Now, I normally fall into the category with you, Greg, sort of staggering around the high street on Christmas Eve thinking, that looks good, okay, I'll get a big issue for a meal like that. And this year we thought we'd hit it early, so we had the weekend lined up, and we had the classic thing of, we're going over to see, a mate, COVID restrictions, compliance, and all that sort of thing. We had a few drinks, and I was like, don't worry,